Hello. So thank you so much for inquiring. I'm sending this as a general message out to anyone who sent an inquiry. The amount of inquiries I've had has just been through the roof, and I've been trying to kind of get things sorted in my office and also trying to look after my own health as well. So I thought it was easier for me to just send something out to everybody. So what I've put together is a document which kind of details all the things that I offer. It's a small picture, however those are the main things of what most people are inquiring about at the moment. So there is one-to-one lessons, one-to-one is £45 an hour, and that is for your hour with me plus any support you want between lessons. So you can message me, you can get me to check homework, whatever that is. But also, so that is up to GCSE level, so that could be functional skills, it could be key stage 3, basically anything up to there is 45. Up to A level would be £55 an hour. I'm also doing some work for students in Sydney, so I can also support with HSC Advanced, but also just the HSC Standard as well. Now, if you are somebody who is doing their maths again in an exam, if you're carrying on with your maths into, say, college, or you're doing an apprenticeship and you are going to be sitting your maths GCSE in November, I've got a tailor-made 10-week course, which is, it's £25 a week. So you can kind of book into it, literally, you can just pay £25 a week and you'll get access to all the weeks that you've paid for. But or you can pay for the whole lot in one go, and that'll be 220. So there's a little bit of a saving there for paying, doing it all up front. That is a live lesson for an hour on a Wednesday at the moment. If you've signed up, you will get the recording of it. So, and what you can do is you can submit questions. So I'll be giving you what the topics are. So you can submit any questions, but equally, you can submit questions, just general maths questions, throughout the whole 10 weeks. So it might be that, for example, week 1, I've kind of delayed the start a bit because I was planning to get it out this week, but just trying to sort everything out. It's almost there. But so I'm starting it next week. So the theme for next week, for example, is all about number work, basic number work. But that doesn't mean I can't answer any questions on a particular topic, on, say, algebra or geometry, or just general mindset stuff. Each week I will be giving you a exam, sitting, so to speak. And by that I mean I will be getting you to do an exam paper. Now, you do one of the papers, you can do all 2 or 3 of the papers from that sitting. So, for example, next week will be summer 2024 exam papers. So you choose which one you want to do. If you do all 3, I will be going through all 3 in the week following that in video form. Okay, I will also mark the papers for you, and I will give you some feedback so you know week by week what are the sorts of things that you will need help on and where to focus. But equally, we can keep a track of the sort of topics that maybe you struggled with to start with, and we can see how that's going as well. Each week there will be a set of topics, and you will get some questions each week after that, so we can keep that consolidation going, but also keeping it top of mind, which can often be a bit of a challenge for people. So as I say, that's £25, but it is a group session, but you get access to me through a forum all week for the whole 70 days. It's something that I've kind of launched before and just sort of Pass Your Maths, but not many people kind of made the most of that contact with me. What I have to do is find the way that people can access my help that also works for me as well. And when these things are set up, that's the way to get me, basically. There are other things like going into schools and doing support groups with parents. I can help with functional skills for adults. There is a group, a 6-week year 9 support group, which I'm going to be running on a Wednesday. That's from 4:30 till 5:30 online. £20 a week for that one. And the idea is that before you get to your GCSE years, which are year 10, year 11, you can then, we go through all the sort of the basic foundation of maths, which then gets built on further in the GCSE years. And that is so important, because a lot of A lot of students find that they may find some of the stuff more difficult in as maths goes on, but actually it could be just one very, very fundamental part of maths that they just needed explaining in a slightly different way, but they don't really know what way that is. They just know they never understood it in the way that they've been taught it. So that's the purpose of that. So that is, say, 6 weeks, and it will be rolling. Okay, so yeah, you can join up for the whole. It is a 6-week thing, £20 a week. There are loads of other things as well, other ways I can help, but just talk to me. But that gives you hopefully a good understanding of what I've got to offer. And I would go to, there's a Calendly link. It's calendly.com/natamatics. If you click on there, there are ways you can book in for a one-to-one lesson. You can book in for one of those group sessions. Or if you want more information and you want to ask me about how I work, about how all those courses and things fit in on a day-to-day basis, by all means, book me in for a discovery call. That's all there automated. It reduces the need for me to have to reply to messages because, like I say, I'm at that point where the volume of messages I'm getting is very, very high. So I have to to save me spending lots of time messaging people back and organising times and stuff, that enables that to happen without you having to wait for me. However, the discovery call is a great way. I mean, everyone who's messaged me, I think automatically it sends you a link for a discovery call. And I'm like, they're building up. And then as soon as I get something that comes into my email that says, I have a discovery call booked for that time, I'm there. And so literally I've had one this morning at 9:30. She booked it in yesterday. I had one yesterday at 6:30. And the day before I had another one. So as soon as you booked in at that discovery call, I'm there. So best way to catch me. Okay, but yeah, I'm here to help, and there's so much more I could say, but I won't because I don't want you falling asleep on me. All right, you take care. Bye.